Hi, this is your Houston Chiropractor Dr. Gregory Johnson, and a future chiropractor. I don't know if he's going to be in Houston or not. That's up to Jeremy. But we're doing a little after-hours education here today, and we got our favorite bones over here that we just got from Palmer. It's a full spine, but it's a little skinny, I know. But I wanted to do a little scientific presentation on the science, art, and philosophy behind the Johnson Advanced Chiropractic Technique. And as you can see here, Bones is laying down supine on his back. There are 24 freely movable vertebrae from the atlas C1 all the way down to L5 where it meets the sacrum. So these 24 freely movable vertebrae, from the time we start walking and breathing and moving and living in gravity, the spine is continually being compressed. And over time, and we see this in patients' x-rays every single day, they come in with x-rays or MRIs, shows degenerative disc disease. That's where the little shock absorber pad here in between the vertebra starts wearing and tearing. Now Bones here, he's a young one. He don't have any osteoarthritic changes in here that we see. And you see the nerves come out of these little openings made up of a vertebra above, disc in between, and the vertebra below. That's called a motor unit. And whenever a motor unit becomes subluxated, it misaligns and twists out of place, and then it entraps or pinches on the nerve coming out of the intervertebral foramina, which is the hole that you see right here where the nerve comes out between the vertebra above, the disc, and the vertebra below. So chiropractic and my technique is all about what Palmer has originally taught about the chiropractic technique, is that it puts the spine through its fullest range of motion, normalizing joint range of motion function. But more importantly, because the nervous system is housed here in the skull, in the brain, and then the central nervous system continues down inside of the spine, going through the spinal canal, which is a opening, kind of a triangular kind of opening, oval triangular kind of opening, and that's called the spinal canal. That's the spinal cord. That's a direct extension of the brain or the central nervous system. But then nerves come out between each and every vertebrae from C1 all the way down to L5, and even including into the sacrum and the coccygeal region. So these nerves go out and supply every organ, muscle, tissue, and cell in your body. So chiropractic is really about normalizing neurophysiological function so that you can create a state of homeostasis inside the body. Homeostasis is an internal environment that is at peace with itself, is healthy, is functioning, all parts are running properly, and everything's moving and working the way it's supposed to. That is called homeostasis. Homeostasis is health. And that's what Palmer teaches, that's what chiropractors do, that's what I'm teaching Jeremy and have taught Tristan. And we will continue to educate the world on the benefits of chiropractic care. So for a special treat today, we're going to put Bones down here. And hold your hands right there, Bones. I see you got a big smile on his face. So the science is already there. I mean, human anatomy and physiology has been around in textbooks like Gray's Anatomy or Guyton's Physiology, Neurophysiology. The science is all there. Biomechanics is there, biophysics, all the research is already done on all that stuff. So we're working off of the scientific principle of normal three-dimensional biomechanical configuration, which is strong and stable with gravity on the x-axis, the y-axis, and the z-axis. So if you are centered on the x, y, z axes, as gravity is constantly pulling us down towards the earth, we function normally because the joints hold us up, as like the pillars are holding up the beltway out here. the facets or the zygapophyseal joints are holding the spine up strong, and that takes the compressive stress off of the disc and off of the nerve so that the body can function at a higher level of efficiency, because the nervous system is able to function without interference. We call that subluxation, when the vertebra misaligns and pitches on the nerve and causes neurological and physiological dysfunction. And that's the state of ill health. Now, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not going to be able to get Bones to kick here for me. Oh, wow. Okay, so you see I pin in the iliac crest here, and then I take this wet towel, which I have wet on purpose so I can get a better feel of the occiput, which is my contact point. So I just get a occiput right here, and I do a straight. Oh my God! Well, this is what y'all been waiting for. You've been waiting for me to pull somebody's head off the whole time. Now here it is. Now come here, Bernann. Take a look. See, the spinal cord is deep down inside of there. Is the blood supply coming up into the brain from the vertebral arteries? But see, he's still a happy camper.
He's been decompressed.
Go to Chiropractor.com and fill out a new patient request form. You'll really like it. I did. Anyway, we gotta have a little fun. We're at the end of our day here. So I'm actually going to adjust Jeremy, and I promise I won't pull his head off.
Hope not.
No, you still need it. You got a lot of studying to do. You're gonna need it.
Are we keeping it rolling?
Yeah, keep rolling.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Look at the range of motion on that guy now. Here, put him on the knee chest table.
All right.
There you go.
We'll probably using Bones in several of the upcoming. No, his chest goes forward, Jeremy.
I know, I'm trying to
Yeah,
spin his
yeah.
head around.
There you go.
Got it there.
Yeah,
There,
that's not bad.
that's perfect.
That's too far.
If his head was stuck on straight.
Whoops.
Okay. Now for our next trick.
Don't run, Jeremy.
I'm not worried.
Yeah, Jeremy's
Head's
been
not
getting
coming
adjusted
off,
here,
but
what,
I'll
3
just go
years
in.
now?
About 2 years.
2 years, yeah. So Jeremy was a veteran in the Navy working on F-18 fighter jets, and he was injured during his military service, which we thank him for, by the way. We take care of a lot of veterans here, and the VA actually sent Jeremy out here to see us. So Jeremy was also featured in our documentary, which if you haven't seen that, it's at Houston Chiropractor Presents Who's Your Doctor? Choose Chiropractic First. You gotta go watch that if you haven't seen it. It's a great little documentary. It's only, 29 minutes long, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
about
something
29
like that.
minutes.
Yep. Okay, so let's have you flex your hip forward and backwards. And then neutral.
A little pinch.
Yeah, I
right
saw
there,
that. His a little forward and to the right today. Not bad though. Pelvis right down the middle. So we'll see if we can adjust Jeremy's spine without his head coming off. I'm pretty sure we can. There we go. What's this about your 100th ring there?
About 40 or 50.
Really? I thought it was more than that. We want to say hi to Tristan, who's up at Palmer right now, probably studying hard and not doing YouTube videos.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's still on there.
All right.
You're not turning around like a little Exodus girl yet, are you? There you go. Bring it to tension, and then you hit it into the paraphysiological space, into the maximum range of motion for that joint integrity. And that's what an adjustment is. You bring it to tension, you take it through the paraphysiological space with a high velocity, low amplitude thrust. Good deal, it's going right to me. And when you bring that joint with the high velocity, low amplitude thrust into its maximum joint range of motion, you fire off the proprioceptors that are in the capsular ligaments that surround each and every joint in our body. That's why I adjust all the joints of the body. Legs are even. That didn't tighten up too bad either.
A little bit right here.
So Tristan, if you're listening to this, you need to really upload some more exercise and stretching videos. Because we got patients asking for them every day. There you go. Okay. That's all of them. Still even. Does that still tighten up?
Yeah, a little bit right here.
Okay, in that case. See, I do this deep tissue work on anybody who needs it, not just pretty girls with herniated disc. Give? Does that feel better yet?
Yeah. Talk it out.
Yeah, never mind.
We call it ringside doctor.
Okay. Tell me how this one feels.
Oh, a lot better now.
Oh, good.
No pain.
Good. I'm ready to go home. All right. So let me get your head up here. There you go. Good. Okay. Now let's turn you on your back, please, sir. There we go. There you go. Good. Slide down just a tad. That's good. Now put your arms out. Oh, good. Okay, just relax your arms on the tummy there, and that's it. There you go. You feel that one all the way up into your pelvis?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Excellent. Okay, let's hit you up face towards the bones there. All right. So, Jeremy, you've been here interning with us for how many months now?
2 months.
2 months?
2.5.
That's all?
Yes,
Sure
sir.
seems like longer.
Yeah, it does.
The first month seemed like 10 years.
I learned a lot. I'm grateful that Tristan got me settled in, especially with all
If
the
you don't mind-
administrative work.
If you don't mind sharing with our YouTube crack addicts out there, what do you think that you have taken away from your experience in seeing me treat all these different patients coming in from all over the world with some really severe spine conditions?
Probably.
What's the primary lesson that you've learned here about chiropractic and about adjusting?
I've learned this is what hard work looks like. This is what heart and passion applied actually looks like.
In real life?
I mean, even if you got broken toes, I saw him work just as hard with the broken toes and giving the patients what they need. And not necessarily always what they want, but they thank you later.
Yep. So, I think people that are interested in becoming chiropractors need to go to Palmer College of Chiropractic because it is the first and largest and the best, in my opinion, chiropractic college in the world. That's where I'm an alumni of, as you well know. I mean, if you don't believe me, just look at my decor. But, Palmer teaches you the scientific methods behind the chiropractic adjustments and behind the spine and biomechanics and nervous system. It's all neurophysiology, neuropathophys, anatomy, physiology labs with cadavers. I think Tristan's doing that right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
in anatomy with
he's
cadavers.
In gross anatomy. I think he just took one of his exams.
Yep. Okay, Tristan, so get doing those YouTube videos. Okay, so we're gonna still shoot Jeremy, even though we love him. We're gonna adjust his atlas with this ray gun that y'all keep calling it. It's actually a atlas specific adjusting instrument that I tap the atlas on the x-axis on the transverse process while the patient is in a mirror image biomechanical configuration. There you go, okay.
Seals the deal.
Yeah, let's have you flex your hip forward and backwards again. That does seal the deal. I mean, Dr. Brent Bender got that, first chiropractor in the country that actually got that. That was probably the most important adjustment that I deliver out of all these. At the end is setting that atlas right under the skull. This is your Houston Chiropractor Dr. Gregory Johnson coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas, with Jeremy Higdon, who's going to be a future chiropractor as well, and my beautiful wife, Renee, who you won't get adjusted tonight because I'm doing it off camera. So we'll see y'all next time.